right now give it up for my main man, Simon Chan.
Let's hear from Mr. Simon Chan.
Yeah, yeah.
Mr. Simon Chan.
Hi, this is Simon Chan, and today's training we're going to emphasize on the USANA products. One of the most important things for your success in the business is you need to use the products and also get a couple customers. Okay, now we're not talking about thousands of customers, and actually one of the benefits of USANA is you don't need that many customers. You know, if you open like a normal vitamin store or a clothing store, you'll probably need at least 100 customers just to break even. But with USANA, all you need is maybe 5 or 10 customers at most every month. But the key is you could be teaching your team as it grows to do the same thing. So today we're going to talk about the USANA difference. Some very key, not the many, but key simple selling points that makes so when people ask you, why are USANA products better than I'm taking at Centrum or the stuff I buy at a vitamin store? These couples 8 points will allow you to explain what the difference is and why USANA's products are better and better for their health. So let's take a look at here. The first thing is USANA is science-based formulas. USANA actually partners with leading universities for the latest research on nutritional medicine, like the Linus Pauling Institute, the University of Oregon, University of Sydney, the Boston University School of Medicine, BU, and also the University of Colorado in Denver. So they're always doing research, and USANA is constantly updating its formulas to reflect the latest research. Okay, this is not something that someone decided it was good. It's actually research supporting and medical evidence supporting the products and why they are, why they exist and how they can benefit you. The second most important thing is pharmaceutical grade. Okay, write this down. This is very important. USANA was actually the first company to be pharmaceutical grade. And we are going to talk about that. Give me like 3 minutes and we're going to talk about what it means to be pharmaceutical grade. Okay, I'm going to jump to a couple other things and we'll go back there. The next one is USANA maintains quality control because it manufactures its own products. Most companies, they come up with the formula and then they go outsource. They go to normally the cheapest vendor so they can increase their profits. But what happens is when you have things made in by other companies or in other countries, whatever, what happens is you lose quality control. But USANA manufactures its own products. Actually, what I recommend is every year we go to the international convention. You can actually go to USANA headquarters and see where the products are made, and you can get a tour. So that is another big selling point that other companies don't have. Okay, so that's what USANA has, is a very strict quality control. The next is USANA has a potency guarantee. Has its own quality assurance team that tracks every detail of the manufacturing, from when the raw materials arrive to when the products are finished. Okay, so what it means is if it's has how many milligrams of vitamin C, that's exactly what you're getting. And they do these tests that they test for potency, purity, the disintegration, the weight, the hardness, and the thickness of each the pill. So even though vitamins, they're all in pills, but they're different. Like something like USANA is very different from what you buy in the store. It's just like, people say a car is a car, right? But there's a very big difference between like a GM or like a Ferrari or like a Malaysian brand like Proton, right? Versus a Honda. All type of cars, or Ferrari or Mercedes, they're very different. What's inside the engine? How's the quality? Does it work? It's the same thing with USANA products. Even though they're just a pill, there's a big difference among them. And the potency guarantee is one of the key things. Now, USANA is also tested and approved by third-party laboratories. And that's really critical because it's not just saying that, oh, we are very good, trust us. USANA actually puts it out there where other companies like Consumer Labs, NSF, these are independent companies that actually test the products. There's actually an article and a video done maybe 2 years ago by Consumer Labs where they actually tested other brands and found that other brands, they actually did not have the dosages that it claimed. Or a lot of the brands, it did not dissolve, it didn't work. If you want, contact me or contact your mentor. They can give you that article and get you that video. But with USANA, that's been tested and they're all approved. So USANA is the quality and the potency and what it does, how it dissolves. It actually is what it claims to be, and it's verified by third parties. The next one is probably the main one, is that USANA is rated the #1 nutritional supplement by an independent publication called A Comparative Guide to Nutritional Supplements. Okay, this is the fourth edition of the book. I highly recommend it. You may have the smaller version. Either one is good. I personally prefer this. Of course, if you like to read science, medical research supports why nutritional supplementation is important. And basically, they went over 1,500 brands. Okay, they tested for how complete the product was, the absorption, the potency, the purity, and then the safety of the product. And out of all those, USANA is rated the #1 product. And we will have a separate training that talks about how to actually use this book. Okay, but everyone needs to get this book. I highly recommend it. And the reason why is because it's helped me, because I'm not a doctor, right? So someone says, "Hey, Simon, you're not a doctor. How do you know what you're talking about?" I say, "Hey." I just tell them, "Hey, don't just take my word for it, because I know the products help me, but this is an independent publication, and out of the 1,500 brands, USANA has been rated #1. Okay, so number 7 is very important. USANA is listed in the Physician's Desk Reference. This in the U.S. is called a PDR, and Canada is called a Compendium of Pharmaceutical Specialties, and other Asian countries called MIMS. And what this basically is, if you look at this book here, this is it's a big, thick book. And it's basically like a reference guide that doctors use. Every doctor's office has this. Okay, in the U.S. is the PDR, Canada is the Compendium of Medical Specialties, and in other Asian countries it's called MIMS. So what a doctor, for example, after he examines you, if, for example, you have a heart problem, so what type of heart medication can the doctor prescribe? Right? So he actually looks at this book. It's like an encyclopedia. He looks at heart medications, and it will say which are the ones that are recommended. If you have diabetes, what type of diabetic drugs for diabetes, he'll refer to this book. If the doctor looks at nutritional supplements, USANA is listed in there. Okay, so if you look at other brands, they're not in there, but USANA is in there. So what's the importance of this? This tells you that USANA's products is something that doctors can recommend. Okay, and again, other brands are not in there, but USANA is listed in there. So that brings us to number 8. You have the confidence that USANA's products are approved by doctors. All right, remember we talked about number 2 before, pharmaceutical grade, right? What does it mean to be pharmaceutical grade? Because USANA was the first company to be pharmaceutical grade. So here's a couple easy things to remember. Basically 3 things. Number 1, USANA, actually, by the way, USANA is the first company to do this. And when you're manufacturing the pharmaceutical grade, it's much stricter standards. Most products are manufactured at food grade level. And I'll talk about the difference between food grade and pharmaceutical grade. Now, because vitamins are not regulated by FDA, anyone can come up with any type of nutritional supplement. Like I have an orange tree in my backyard. I can chop out some oranges, make it in a pill, and say it's a vitamin C pill and sell it. As long as it does not kill someone, I can go sell it. That's what I call a food grade product. Whether the dosages are correct or if the product actually gets absorbed, helps you, that's not relevant. Okay, that's not even a factor. As long as it doesn't kill someone, I can sell it. I can legally sell it. That's food grade standard. Pharmaceutical grade is a much, much higher standard. Okay. Food grade, it's like making a pizza, right? If I make a pizza, as long as it doesn't kill someone, I can sell it, right? It's just like going back to my orange tree. I make that, chop off some oranges, make it in a pill. Whether it works or not, I can sell it, okay? So the pharmaceutical grade is much more important. So let's talk about 3 things to remember. Number 1, pharmaceutical grade is exact dosage. So these are the essentials. If it says vitamin C, how many milligrams? It's exactly that many milligrams. With food grade, think about if you get a slice of pizza in Pizza Hut. If you get a pepperoni pizza and you look at a pizzahut.com, go to the menu, I think a slice of pepperoni pizza is 260 calories. Now, if you and I go get a slice of pizza, does it mean that your slice and my slice is exactly 260 calories? Probably not. It's probably no way it's going to happen, right? Now, does it mean that Pizza Hut is lying then? It's lying that because it's such a website. And they're not lying because they are going under the food grade standard. It's much lenient. How they came up to 260 calories, they just probably took up 10 pizzas, they all cut them up, and they, one may be 300, one may be 200, one may be 280, but the average of the batch sample was 260, and that's how they can put it in there. So if you're taking other brands out there, you buy, if it says 200 milligrams of vitamin A, it could be more than that. And it could be a lot more, which is not even safe, or it could be zero, where you're not even getting anything. Okay, because notice when you get supplements, just because you're getting, it doesn't average out. Okay, if you're taking more in one day and less the other day, when you're taking more, your body doesn't absorb it, so you're really wasting your money. Okay, so the averages don't really work. You want to be exact. USANA is an exact dosage. So it's like if you going to see a doctor, right? Isn't it important the doctor gives you the exact dosage of the medication you're taking? If you're taking too much, you may get overdose. But if you're taking too little, it's no use. So you need the exact dosage. And that's what USANA gives you, the exact dosage. Another example you can use when you talk to your prospects about food grade is, like, can I call Pizza Hut and ask them, the slice of, give me a slice. The slice I want, how many grams of cheese on my slice? They would not be able to tell you how many grams of cheese, exactly grams. They can tell, right? So they can't tell how many grams of tomato sauce on it. They won't be able to tell you because that's a food grade. They have no way, but because it's not exact. With USANA, because it's pharmaceutical grade, you get the exact dosage. Okay. The second thing is each ingredient is inspected before production. So where they make it, they actually have a batch sample. They inspect each ingredient to make sure there's no impurities. Food grade, there's no requirement to inspect the products. That's why, and think about it, it's just like, have you ever gone to a restaurant where you ate something bad or you get food poisoning? Right? That's because there could be a contamination. It's the same thing with the products you get in the store. They don't inspect it. So sometimes there may be contaminants. It may not be, you may be getting things that you don't really want. The product's not inspected, okay? So you don't have the quality control. The last thing is the food, a lot of other supplements. They can take it. It takes 3 to 4 hours for the pill to dissolve. And there's no absorption requirement. And what happens is, it sits in your stomach for 2-3 hours. It just goes through your body and you end up in the bathroom. So people may be saving money because the product is cheaper, but they're actually wasting money because they're taking a pill that does not work, does not dissolve. With USANA, it's a pharmaceutical grade. Again, remember, very strict standards. And one of the requirements is the pill must dissolve and absorb within 45 minutes. Okay, so those are the 3 things. Pharmaceutical grade, very important. USANA was the first company, by the way, to be pharmaceutical grade. There actually has been a couple other companies now that copy it. But USANA was the first company. It was a pioneer in 1992. And it was exact dosage, as each ingredient is inspected before production. And it must dissolve and absorb within 45 minutes. And at the bottom here, these are some things. Again, the comparative guidebook at the left. I highly recommend you getting it. And in the middle, we talked about it as the PDR, and at the right is the MIMS. And so those are the key selling points for the USANA products. And so now you know. Again, the review. Number 1 is science-based products. Okay, science-based formula. Number 2 is pharmaceutical grade. Number 3, it means quality control. USANA makes its own products. Number 4 has a potency guarantee. Number 5 is tested and approved by third-party labs. 6 is rated number 1 nutritional supplement in North America. Number 7 is recommended by doctors. It's in the physician's desk reference, at the Compendium of Pharmaceutical Specialties, in the MIMS. And the last thing is approved by doctors. So those are the 8 points. Become familiar with them. And if anything, you must get this book because this actually gives you credibility. Okay? Especially if you're not a doctor, because it shows your friends and your prospects why USANA's products are different. Go over this training, become familiar with it. That wraps it up. This is Simon Chan. I'll see you next time.